And here's the thing, too, Jackson. You know, what was one of the biggest talking points you heard before this game even kicked off? And that was, can Mahomes catch Brady without 7 Super Bowls? Well,
Mhm.
his path to doing that was three-peating. So that brings me to the next talking point, Jackson, because it's still early in his career, but let's get the conversation rolling. Does this hurt Mahomes' legacy? Him not three-peating. Does he now have to catch Brady's 7 to even have an argument?
Here's my rebuttal. Did the Patriots losing to the Giants in the Super Bowl hurt Tom Brady's legacy? Did the Patriots 10-year drought from, well, 8-year drought really from 2005 to 2013 in Super Bowls hurt Tom Brady's legacy? Did being drafted at 199th in the 2000 draft hurt Brady's legacy? No. Does this loss hurt Mahomes' legacy? No. Patrick Mahomes is fine. When people think of Kansas City, they're always going to think of Patrick Mahomes. And before Mahomes got drafted by the Chiefs, when you think of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, you're thinking about Lynn Dawson in Super Bowl IV, where the Chiefs smacked the Vikings off the face of the earth.
But here's the thing, though, Jackson. I want to rebuttal on that real fast, though. You got to think, though, Jackson, who was Brady trying to catch, and look who Mahomes is trying to catch. And the reason why I
That,
say this is not real quick. The reason why I say this, Jackson, is because Mahomes is trying to catch someone with 7. Brady only
Mhm.
had to catch someone with 4.
I think Mahomes will be fine. He'll be
No,
fine.
he'll be fine though, Jackson. But here's the thing: is Mahomes going to be considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time?
Yes.
That's where this conversation
Yes.
starts because Brady's the ultimate number one. Brady's the guy. He's the one. He's the standard. And Mahomes is chasing that. And if
Yeah.
Mahomes doesn't win another Super Bowl,
He'll be fine.
but that's the thing though, Jackson. I'm not saying you're wrong in saying he won't be fine, but you have to look at it too as Brady only had to chase 4. Mahomes is chasing 7.
Yeah.
This would have opened it up the conversation just a little bit, where Mahomes can have less Super Bowls and we could still have a legitimate argument. But now that he didn't three-peat, it's kind of hard to make an argument for him as being the number one, the undisputed GOAT. And the fact he didn't beat Brady either of the times they played in the postseason.
Oh,
So
he'll
in a
be
way,
fine. He'll be
in a
fine.
way, I think this hurt him. In a way, I think it did hurt Mahomes a little
Well, I
bit.
mean, look at the rest of the AFC for a moment. I mean, the Bills, they're always coming up short in the playoffs. They do well in the regular season, but they come up short. The Ravens always do well in the regular season, but they come up short. The Chargers, we don't know what to make of them yet. I mean, they could be a Super Bowl contender with Harbaugh as head coach, and you got Justin Herbert at quarterback. The Raiders, I don't know what they're gonna be made of, but I know it's gonna be a fun ride watching Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh go against one another twice a year, yet again. That's gonna be great. The Broncos, I
Here
mean,
we go.
yeah, hey,
Not to cut you off,
he is
Jackson. Here.
coming, the real MVP. I said, we're gonna summon you in just a little bit, Darrell.
7. That's pretty low expectations. Daryl, I love you to death, buddy, and I appreciate you for watching us. But are you out of your mind? Are you? Go ahead, Jackson. Bad manners. My apologies.
All
My
right,
southern manners
you're good,
are.
man. You're good.
Go for
But
it.
I
My
mean, like,
apologies.
I don't really think we have a clear cut number two in the AFC, honestly. It's like it's just everybody kill one another. I mean, like the Bengals, you know, they're not gonna get rid of their head coach. apparently. As long as they, unfortunately, they're not going to. I mean, yeah, they went to Super Bowl in 2021, but I feel like if they take care of their head coaching position for after 2025 and make sure Joe Burrow gets that Super Bowl,
Mhm.
they'll be all right. But right now, I'm
Here's
just not seeing it. Steelers are yesterday's news.
here's the thing, Jackson. To your argument, here's the thing: the Chiefs, they run the AFC, but as
Mhm.
far as that second team, right now, I would probably say it's the Bills, and then maybe the Ravens, and then maybe the Bengals, and then after that, everyone kind of falls in line. You
Well,
can
I
even make an
mean,
argument
oh yeah,
the Ravens are two and the Bills are three.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, like Burrow can do one thing that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson can't do.
He beat Mahomes.
Mhm.
That's what he holds over everybody.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing, too, Jackson. As far as, because this is, obviously a conversation, Jackson, of, that'll continue on because I feel like Mahomes is going to be playing a while, you know. And I'll say this, you know, we always have to have these conversations because it's a what if game. Because what if, God forbid, Mahomes decides he wants to retire, next year. And he's like, I'm getting sick of winning everything. I'm just going to retire. I doubt that's going to happen. Or God forbid he gets a career ending injury.
He won't.
Knock on wood. But, and he ends with, say, 5 Super Bowls. That's still not enough. Brady is still ahead of him. Like the three-peat would have really opened the door for us to have a legitimate talking conversation of, is Mahomes the greatest quarterback of all time? Would have opened the door. But now the door's kind of almost shut. Almost.
Yeah.